Okay, guys, so for some of our number options here, if we're looking at trying to figure out how some of these numbers work or how we can identify them, we've come up with a couple examples here that I know some kids have sort of picked out in the past and things that we could work on, or ways to sort of visualize it or help ourselves figure out or make sense of it, okay? So the first of which is, I'm kind of a big dude, and I like to eat pizza. Pizza always comes up, so I always like doing pizza math. So for me, the first way we can look at this is if we take a piece of pizza, we can imagine this whole thing is one big pizza with 4 gigantic pepperoni on it, right? And we can split it up into slices, and each slice has one dot, one piece of pepperoni on it. And so if we count those up just like a pizza, then we know we have 4. And I've had people say that they like doing the pizza math that way, right? Another one that I know that we've used before is just hand, right? How many fingers do you have on each hand? You have 5, right? We kind of all know that. And you say 5, how old are you? I'm 5, 10, 15, however you count. So one of the things we can do is we can point at our dots with our fingers. So if we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This 5th one goes away. We know we have 5 fingers. So what happens if we put away the thumb? What are we left with if we point to all of our dots? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dots. So that could be one of those things where we draw like a little hand and we have the thumb kind of wrapped in there, and then you have a finger and a finger and a finger and a finger. And they're all pointing, right? This is a bad hand, but don't worry about it. I'll put a watch on it to cover it up how bad it is. Okay? Now, another way that I've seen it brought up is if you think about it like a playing card. Some people have said that they do it this way. So they think about like on a playing card, they have, you know, a bunch of hearts. The 4 of hearts, we'll say, will be an example there. So this is a way that's been brought up as well too. And if you think of a playing card, right, like you're playing a card game with your friends, then it'll be like the 4 of hearts. And there's going to be, how do I do an upside down 4? Like that. There we go. So that's another option. When you think about it, this helps you visualize because you've seen on the card the pattern. They always put it on a little pattern there sometimes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's another way to think about it. What's another way? Another way. Well, we could count by even numbers. Everyone kind of knows that, right? That becomes sort of an easy way to think about things. We go 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Well, I appreciate that they're in 2s because this way I can add these things together. So this is a group of 2. This is another group of 2, right? If I had more, I'd keep going, but these I can count. So 2, 4, oh, well, that was easy. 2, 4, I appreciate that that was an easy number to count to. Woo, yay, fireworks. That's a firework. And then what do we know about shapes? Well, we know there's a certain shape called a square, and it has how many sides? 4. So if we connect our dots here in between these little lines here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sides. We have 4 corners, right? So this is another way that it's easy for us to count to 4. So all of those are various options that we should be able to use and that should work out really well for us.